TV.
Hi, Savannah.
Hi, Tiffany.
I'm really excited. We're at Total Recovery Massage Therapy and Wellness Center with
Yes.
Lindsay. Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much. Could you tell us a little bit about your story and how you came about?
Yeah, so in 2018, I moved up from Hamilton, started my solo practice in Shallow Lake at the CrossFit Shallow Lake building right beside the arena. And then my goal was to create a place where other RMTs can join me and just give people really great massage therapy treatment.
So sorry to interrupt you, but just tell me for a little bit an RMT.
Registered massage therapist.
Okay,
so
perfect.
yeah, we focus on the registered piece because there is a bit more that goes into massage therapy than meets the eye, I want to say. So a lot of science, a lot of medical. So wanted to really make that space more medical evidence based. Yeah, and then I ended up moving out here a little bit sooner than anticipated. So my 8-year goal of expanding into a larger facility, I hit in 3 years with three of us working.
Wow, good for you.
That's a big accomplishment.
And you're,
Thank you, yeah.
you're across from one of my favorite old landmarks in Owen Sound, which is you're right across from the old drive-in.
It's something that we still use to let people know where we are. Like,
Yes.
do you know where the drive-in is?
Yeah.
Are
Yeah.
you old drive-in? Yeah. So it is something that we still use.
Which is nice. And you moved here, sorry, Savannah, you moved here and then you opened up from the massage therapy to a wellness center?
Yeah, so again, not too long after that, I think we were here just over a year, and the opportunity to take the second unit here came up, and kind of just went with the flow of things and opened the wellness studio piece.
Which is where we are right now.
Which is exactly where we are, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I know our viewers can't, but it smells so good.
It does smell really good. I walked in and I was like, ooh, very nice.
Awesome. Yeah.
Good. Well, maybe could we get a little
Sure.
tour?
Yeah, come on.
Great.
Perfect. So you have us here in your yoga space?
Yeah, so it's just an open space that we use for practices such as yoga. We've had belly dancing classes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we try to use the space as much as possible. The idea behind the wellness studio is to just be that container for people maybe who don't have a space to teach their practices in. So we welcome practitioners to come and use our space, even though they're not part of the massage therapy or clinic side. And yeah, we've had workshops, 1-day workshops, 1-hour seminars. We've had business meetings. We've had so many variety of things come in. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
What type of classes do you hold here, depending on yoga?
Yeah, so we currently hold a postural alignment yoga, which is a lot softer, gentler practice than, say, a vinyasa yoga, which we hold on Saturday mornings. It's a little, like I said, a little bit quick pace, a little bit more experience required for that one. However, whatever fits kind of your schedule is where we kind of see it.
How long do you typically run the classes for?
Yeah, so the postural alignment yoga and the vinyasa yoga are both running for 12 weeks. So they started middle of the month and they'll run to just before Christmas.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, and we love that they kind of roll through when it aligns for the instructor. Because we tend to get a lot of new faces in, depending on the instructor, depending on the class that comes in.
And how long will the classes be?
About an hour. I think the postural alignment, because it's a little bit slower, it's about an hour and a half. But yeah, we try to keep costs low as well for all of these things because we want it to be available to everyone. And I think that's super important to just bring that wellness piece to the community, is making it attainable,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't know very many places you can go to do yoga, so it's nice to know that it's offered here and that you offer spaces for instructors to come and teach.
Yeah.
Because that is sometimes hard to come by. So that's
sure.
awesome.
And, you know, people have busy lives, right?
Yeah.
So it's nice that you accommodate that in different days and different times, which is great.
Yeah, it's kind of nice to have the variety. And like I said, it's not really my schedule. It's those practitioners who just decide I can do it. Like the postural alignment is, you know, Monday morning and Tuesday evening. So it's kind of when we run it through the week, and then you can sign up for the full 12 weeks, or you can drop in as it feels good for your schedule as well.
Nice. That's nice. Well, I see behind us.
Yeah.
Is this a Reiki room?
Yeah, so we offer Reiki as one-on-one sessions, as well as we do like group sessions. We mix Reiki in with our sound baths. But this room in particular, myself, Reiki practitioner, and then Allie, she's also our other Reiki practitioner, we would practice out of this room.
So can you tell us a little bit about Reiki? I'm not so sure I know
Yeah.
if I'm even pronouncing it right.
That was great. So Reiki is just working with that life force, that energy flow through the body. A lot of times, stuck and stagnant energy within the body can kind of come out and manifest as a physical injury, kind of something that, you know, you're like, I don't remember hurting myself, right? So it's kind of that idea that if energy isn't flowing through that center line, that energy flow will get stuck. And then, like I said, it could be a physical manifestation. It could be an emotional thing. Maybe you feel like you're kind of like not with it. You know, this month has been kind of that for a lot of people.
I like to call that the mom fog.
Yeah.
That's what I call that.
It's just crazy.
It's
Yeah.
just always a
everywhere.
fog. Where am I supposed to be? So,
Yeah. And basically what these sessions do is offer some clarity. They offer alignment of those energies. So as the Reiki practitioner, I've been attuned to work with those energies and see them for what they are, and just gently bring them back into alignment. Sometimes we incorporate breath work. Other times, just coming into the room, there's a big emotional release, because I think that those energies recognize that, you know, relief is coming. So we work a lot with that.
And what can someone expect when they're going into this treatment?
So there are two kinds of Reiki treatment or appointments that we offer. So the first one is in person, and what that looks like, you just come in, we have a 15-minute soul chat. It could be less, it could be more, depending on what the energy needs and what you need to express, because energy movement is expression as well. So sometimes it's talk more, do less, and sometimes it's do more, talk less. So you'll come in, we'll have that chat, and then we offer you a moment to just settle into the space. We step out, wash our hands, of course, and then when we come back in, we clear the space with either a smudge or a Palo Santo, and then we work through those energies. So you're laying on your back on the table, eyes closed, connecting with breath, and, you know, we work with whatever is we're called to. So music, whether we're called to no music, whether we, you know, turn on some different lighting, that kind of thing. So we work with all of that once we've kind of completed our session. And that's just with me either hands-on or hands-off. So Reiki can go in many different levels, and whatever is called that day is what we work with. And once we've completed that, we'll reconnect at the end of that. So 5 to 10 minute connection, just to get you back and grounded. Sometimes it can feel like you've had a bit of an out of body experience, and we need to reconnect back to the earth before we send you on your way. A lot of times people will have that big emotional release in that 5-minute conversation, right? Of just everything has aligned. So yeah, that's kind of briefly what it looks like. Yeah, but
Wow. And as you said, you and one other person offer that service?
yeah. So myself and Allie Vanderhoek, she's the second Reiki practitioner that we have here.
Now you mentioned, I'm going to say Palo Alto, but that's a city. That's a city in
Palo
California.
Santo, yeah.
Okay.
It's actually I want to say a special tree, but it's a tree that holds Palo Santo. It's an oil, and basically they harvest that just as they would a sage, right? And then it's dried out, and then you burn that to get a bit of a smolder, so that smoke is clearing. That smoke is. I want to say it can clear, but it can also bring in those good energies as well.
Oh, wow.
So what are some other massages that you offer?
Services. Yeah,
Services?
sure. So the biggest one is massage therapy. We have quite a few massage therapists. We actually have 5 of us right now. So 5
wow.
RMTs working together as one team, and that's kind of been the dream.
Yeah, I was just going to say, so if I'm getting my timelines right, you moved up here in 2018 with yourself out of the CrossFit in Shallow Lake.
Yeah.
And you, in the span of 5 years, you have now opened up your own space and you have 5 RMTs that are working with you in this space.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
That's amazing.
Thank
Wow.
Hard work.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's really just been about like supporting people. I think big piece of business and big piece of working with as a team is just to be connected and to offer support where maybe they wouldn't have had before or when they're going through something in the moment. So often I find anyone I work with, they're so quick to say, oh, I can't come in, I'm sick, or I can't do this, and it's really just what they need. How can they operate, well if they're not feeling well, right? So it's just offering that piece of support. We are like a little family. We have lunches all the time and we go for dinners, and we actually, so at one point we had 6 RMTs. We just saw one off. She's moving to Sweden. So we had a big dinner, and we really just like to connect as well as humans, but also, in the profession as RMTs.
That's nice. That's nice. It makes your work environment not just a job, but something that you're actually willing to do and wake up every day for, which is great.
Yeah, the culture is what I build. I'm probably just as passionate about the culture and the people that I work with than I am just about the work that I do. So yeah.
And do your massage therapists specialize in something different?
Yeah, so we have different modalities that we work with as RMTs. Some of us have gone through extensive training. Other things within our scope of practice, we've kind of just practiced and learned and used. So out of all of us, like I said, I'm doing like the Reiki and the Reiki with massage. So I kind of combine the two as a fusion. We have Kylie, who's really great at deep tissue, sport therapy, really getting to the root of the issue. Alex, he is 20 years in the profession.
Wow.
Yeah, he's super cool. And he's actually just going through some training for matrix repatterning, which is another modality. He does cupping, he does laser therapy, all of that. Then we have Alana. She's a gymnast, local gymnast actually, and she works with fascial release, again, athletics, really looking at getting that injury prevention, recovery, maintenance. And then Taylor, we just added Taylor. She's new to the crew, but again, same idea, where she's looking to get to the root cause of the issue. She also works a lot with fascial release, which is kind of a no oil technique. It can be a bit shallow, but you really feel amazing and great afterward. And then,
do they work together at all? Like if you because you yourself do Reiki.
Yeah.
I said it right.
yeah, you did.
And so do you guys complement each other?
Yes. Yeah. And that's kind of, it goes back to the culture thing. We work really well with each other. So I'm a big believer that I'm not for everyone in my style of massage or Reiki or what have you. So we work together. If I'm not able to offer a patient what they need, I know I have a really solid team of people that I can say, okay, maybe you should try this with Allie, or maybe you should try this with Taylor, and we try to work together. And same goes for Wellness Studio and the clinic. If I feel a patient can benefit from some yoga classes, let's get you in there, let's get your body moving, especially those ones that don't like to do their home care practice and, their stretches at home, we at least offer that space. So we kind of do cross that way, and then also just within the team there.
Nice. So you really focus on your clients and what they really need, which is nice to see in a business.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It feels like it's healing kind of on all ends, right?
Yeah.
With the RMTs and the staff support. But then also, yeah, the patients coming in, like I said, I'm not for everyone. And if we don't have someone here that is for you, I'm more than willing to open up to other RMTs, which I have actually in the past, to find a better fit, because I believe it's healthcare. I believe it's something that we are all entitled to, but to get good healthcare and to get good care for our wellness and everything. So
now I do know that you have you do sound healing.
Yep.
And I'm so interested with that.
Yeah.
Can you show us where you perform the sound healing?
Yeah.
Hopefully you'll perform for us.
Sure, come on with me.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
Hi, I'm David Sherman, host of Politically Speaking. Politically Speaking is interviews with your politicians on Rogers TV. 7 o'clock Thursday evening. Politically Speaking on Rogers TV.
Welcome back. We're here with Lindsay from Total Recovery. And we're in your sound upstairs studio?
Yeah.
Nice.
Which is where you do your sound healing?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
I can say I'm really excited to learn about this. I don't know much about sound healing, but everything I hear and see or have watched, I'm just really excited about. So can you tell me about sound healing?
All of it, yeah.
All of it, please, yeah.
Sure. So sound healing, the idea that we're creating frequencies that affect, similar to Reiki, right? That energy life force, that chi flow that you have going on within you, again, can be used as a tool to bring those energies back to alignment, help with releasing those energetic blocks as well. Kind of on a scientific level, if you've ever heard of like a binaural beat, it is when two sound waves clash together, create a sound within your eardrum and your ear canal. So it's kind of one of those things where the healing happens both on and off of the frequency, but you don't really know what is what. So with sound healing, say in a group setting like we are right now, it's kind of like a concert, but for your soul, which is super cool. Yeah,
Oh.
and everyone's experience is different in a room. We could have 25 people, and everyone will have a separate experience. Yeah.
And you have a bunch of different instruments here.
Yeah.
Each produce, I'm guessing, a different frequency and level of sound?
Yeah, different levels. Like for example, like a little softer kind of, it's really great, especially if we've had a really, I want to say like high frequency sound bath. It's good to just bring in some grounding. We have some bells, some chimes.
So when you're going about a class, how do you regulate what sound you're going to use? Is it all based on the energy of the ones in the class?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's exactly it. It really, I try to tap into the energies that I'm feeling too, because as much as it is a healing for everyone else, it's also a healing for me. So it's not just about my energies. I do feel, okay, maybe we're going over here, maybe we're going over there. And I try not to question. I just do what I feel. And in that moment, again, the frequency that I'm getting from this bowl for myself and my healing could be completely different to someone else in theirs.
And is it always the same, or is there different, do you play it differently each time?
Yeah, it's different every time. Yeah, I probably couldn't recreate every time the exact same way, because those energies are just going to flow differently. Depending on how you receive this frequency, it's going to be different for you. So it's really just what I feel and what the energy is kind of telling us.
Nice.
Sorry. Do you run the sound healing classes the similar as the yoga classes, or?
So there was a bi-weekly sound bath, which will probably come back in the new year. Right now we're just running solo events. So it would be like a Saturday morning or a Sunday morning group session. And then I also offer individual sound sessions. So very individual, where I would pick up the bowl and play it on you. I'd play the gong right at your feet. It really just depends on what your energy needs. But the solo sessions are up in this space as well, because the sound is really great. It moves really well.
It does.
And what got you interested in sound therapy?
Yeah, so sound therapy, I'm a vocalist from, I want to say 14 years old. Music speaks to my soul. And if I can bring that piece of healing to others, that's what I wanted to do. So it started as just, enhancing my own practices. How can I be well outside of the physical? And I added the certification again, just to learn more about what it actually was and how it was helping me. And then it quickly turned into, 2 or 3 people like, can we just join you? And then, from there, it kind of just jumped out. And I have so many friends in the area and beyond who offer similar things. So sometimes we'll come together, and as we come together, we'll offer that as an event as well.
Nice.
What are some of the benefits people have found from sound healing?
Yeah, so, wow, good question. The biggest one is the emotional release. I want to say a lot of people come into the space not even maybe even realizing that they're holding on to whatever type of emotion. And so that release, that just feeling of grounding, the feeling of like not carrying everything with them when they leave the space has probably been the biggest one. The physical and mental awareness of their body too, and how much tension they're actually holding. Because when you start laying on a mat, it's like, oh gosh, I didn't realize how rigid my body is, and just offering themselves that hour or 90 minutes to just relax.
Oh, I want to come for yoga and then sound.
Yeah. Oh, we should do both at the same time. That'd be great.
Full day experience.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
Do you have a favorite instrument that you like to play, or?
I really love the sound bowl. I use this in combination with vocal to just kind of vocal expression to bring in some good healing, and then second to that would be the gong. Yeah. It's really fun.
Well, thank you for sharing this space with us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm gonna find out that next big event.
Yeah.
I'll be here.
Sounds
for sure.
great.
That was really cool. I enjoyed learning about it. And we haven't talked about the kettlebells yet.
Yeah, so we run small studio class style kettlebell boot camps. They don't require any experience. They don't require any prior knowledge to how to move a kettlebell at all.
So we don't have any prior knowledge.
So we could do it.
Yeah, you totally could. Yeah, I could definitely teach you some things on the kettlebell and maybe just explain the difference between the large bells and the small bells.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is going to be your lightest kettlebell here. You can go ahead and pick it up.
Okay.
That's the lightest kettlebell.
That's the lightest one that we have, I should say. Yes.
Okay.
So how much is this one?
So that's 4 kilograms, 6 kilograms.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
One or the other.
4 it says.
4, there we go.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So typically, I'll just talk about the kettlebell swing. So this is what all kettlebell movements are created from, which is a hip hinge and then like a glute squeeze.
So
and fire.
legs like shoulder width
So
apart?
legs kind of shoulder width apart. You're gonna start with the kettlebell on the floor. I know everyone wants to pick it up and swing it around.
Yeah.
So basically you're gonna hip hinge, your knees are gonna bend naturally. You're gonna pick up that kettlebell and drop your bum. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna think about bringing this kettlebell up to our inner thigh and stand up all at the same time. The idea is that we're gonna catapult that kettlebell to chest level. So just like this. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's it. That's a pull start on a kettlebell swing. So that's how you get started. And then from there, you would just string them together to get your kettlebell swing.
So how many reps would you do?
Well, it depends on the class, but we typically go for time. Yeah, and you could get anywhere from 10 to 50 reps, depending on how fast, how skilled, how things are in that building.
Oh, wow.
That's really cool. And how big would your classes be?
So 10 people maximum, and I want it that way so that everybody has kind of a little bit more hands-on than you would in a bigger scale class, because there is some good cueing that needs to be done, especially if you see somebody way in the back there that needs a little bit more help. So I like to be able to have the time to get to them and make sure everybody's safe, of course.
And what's the largest size bell?
So the largest is the 32 kilogram, that red kettlebell right there.
Go pick it up, Savannah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and like just to kind of give you an idea, this pink kettlebell is the same as this pink kettlebell. Yeah. So this is a competition style kettlebell, and this is just a fitness kettlebell. So the idea in competition is that the bell is regulated in size and the handle width is the same, so there's no advantage over somebody lifting a smaller or lighter bell.
Speaking of competition,
Yeah.
I see some medals over here. Are these yours?
Yeah, they are.
Wow.
Accumulation over the year. These are probably the ones that I've had framed.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this is something you've been doing for a while then?
Yeah, I've been lifting as a competitor in kettlebell sport, probably in and out for the last 12 years.
Wow.
Yeah, as business kind of got busy, it's kind of something that, you know, I just continued training in, but not competing in as much. But as of late, I've just competed and I got a spot on Team Canada. So
Wow.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Wow.
That's
So you
awesome.
know what you're talking about.
yeah, I've been, like I said, I've been competing the last 12 years, but been teaching and instructing and coaching for the last 12 as well.
Wow.
So I really am super adamant that people feel good when they leave here. They don't want to be, not looking for injury, we're looking for good movement and mobility.
Awesome.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
So how can someone get in contact to book an appointment?
Yeah, so our online booking system is very easy, super simple. We book both events and services, so massage or Reiki through the same system. You can find that on our website. And then for general, like kind of clinic, get in contact with us, you can phone us or shoot us an email.
Nice. And it'll and it'll show the availabilities when you click which treatment you would like.
Yeah, that's right. So you can even specify right down to the RMT or the service that you'd like to book, and it'll just bring up the first available, or you can search through what's available.
Nice.
Well, Lindsay, thank you so much for having us today. I enjoyed that sound bath so much. I can't wait to. I'm leaving here and hopping on my phone and booking an appointment right away.
That's great.
'Cause
I'm so glad you guys came in.
well,
Thank you.
It was great. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thanks.
Call the Rogers TV viewer response line. Email us or connect with us on social media.
In front of you are 21 men. Half are nice guys, but the other half, F-boys. Any guy that does this, you're an F-boy. You choose a nice guy. You leave here with a real relationship.
I really just have eyes for you.
How many girls have you told us?
What?
If you choose an F-boy, control of the $100,000 F-boy, F-buy.
F-Boy Island, Mondays, 8/7 Central on City TV. We're streaming on City TV Plus.
Hi, I'm Carol Merton. We All Belong, Voices of Lived Experiences is a Rogers TV program that tells about the struggles for survival for those who are marginalized and vulnerable in our community. Please join me